Hey LEGO fans, Alex and Josh here. We are doing an official LEGO City update. Today we'll be covering the residential area that has been redone, remade, and we're finally to a point where we feel like we can start showing it off. So let's do that. You ready, Josh?
Yep.
Alright, let's get started. Alright, so you are hanging from the ceiling. This is a bird's eye view of the residential area. I'm doing this to show mainly how the roads work. Before, I was trying to use all of my road plates, and this approach was to make it more organized. So you kind of have just two main roads going through the residential area, kind of a big circle, if you will. This front road here is still the same. Nothing's changed here all the way to the end here where it goes up this ramp. But everything else has a different road configuration. So a little more organized and less chaotic for the roads. So that is the overhead view. Kind of a fun view. I like it. I'm seeing it here in the my tablet, and it's kind of fun. It's going to be fun to see how that turns out. So enjoy that, and let's go ahead and look at some more details. To show is the new train station. This is a set that I had ordered, and then when it came in the mail, I was on a business trip, and it just seemed like nothing was working out as far as timing, but finally we have it. It's placed, it's built, it looks really, really good. So I took that old red train station out and put this one in, and it really works well with the city look. And Josh has chosen this monorail, well, not really monorail, this smaller train to showcase with the train station. Looks really good. I like it. Now, this train station was really far from the platform, or from the rails. The platform was actually, I think, 3 studs away, and it was going over the road plate behind it. So if I move the camera here to show behind the train station, there you go. You can see that even with moving it forward 3 studs, it still goes over the road a little bit. So I had to redo the stairs a little bit so they weren't poking out too much. But this road is just a small access road for the train station, and taxis can hang out here and pick up their people. And yes, there is a delivery of a tractor to the farm area there, but that is, of course, temporary. But yeah, so there is the train station. Works really well. Let's move on. Okay, we'll start with the first road here. This is just behind the train station. I, of course, still have the school. I want to make sure I keep my school, as there are, of course, students in the area that need to learn and be educated. Right next to the school is my community church, and yes, I do have this little, I don't know if you call it a park, but it's a nice little bench area, a nice little getaway place for couples to go. It can only really accommodate one couple at a time, but it's a nice relaxing place to go and sit with your significant other and enjoy the fountain and some shrubbery. I also put these tan tiles in here to kind of break up the mundane grayness of the other sidewalk areas. The church is still pretty much the same. I redid the roof and put these little circular tiles on. I also made it so I can lift this off because I decided that would be kind of fun to do it that. I'm not going to do it now, but I won't be able to get it back on there with how far away I am from it. The next is a more modern looking home. This is from a previous video that I built, and it looks okay right there. Next to it, of course, is that little town hall building that services the residential area. Across the street from it here are my little yellow beach houses. These are, I was looking for, these are hard to place, but I think it mostly works. The only thing I don't like about this is it's right next to the train track, so if you're out here having a barbecue, it might get a little loud when a train goes by. Also, let you guys know, if you haven't noticed in recent videos, I did create a little tunnel for my trains to go through before. I just kind of cut the felt open and had a little loop. So I actually made a bricklink order and put that in there, so it looks much better for when my trains go in for that. Okay, in this corner we have the farm area, and this time I wanted to make sure that we actually had a real residence for our farmers. Before, we just had this cabin. So this is the official residence of those who maintain the farm area. They have their crops back here and their corn stalks, and we also have their where their horses are. Before, they were really squished along the railroad here, so I wanted to make sure they had an official area to grow their crops and give more emphasis to the farm. In later updates, I'm sure I'll continue to grow this, maybe get an assortment of animals, who knows. But for now, that is what they have. So it's a good area. It has this whole corner here to themselves that we can call the more of an agriculture area. Alright, so next is the haunted house. This was a particular challenge because it just looks nothing like any other structure in the city. And whenever I placed it next to another building, it looked so out of place because it is a large building and it looks nothing like any other structure. So the challenge here was making it look like it belonged, even though it doesn't really belong. So I had to create some separation, and that is why it kind of looks like it's on its own block. All these road plates separated from any other structure. It's not right next to anything and looking out of place, even though it is out of place. And the backstory here is mostly people think this, some people think it's abandoned, some people think people live here and just don't really care about maintaining their yard. But that's kind of the story I'm going with for now. On the other side here of the haunted house, I've tried to complement the looks of this as an abandoned building or just a scary looking place. So I've just added some broken up concrete there in the front as kind of the walk up, and added this junky car that is beyond garbage, as well as this fence area here. Just kind of look like this has been fenced off for good reason and to keep out. The entire structure is built on, well, it's not built on, it's just placed simply on a green road base plate. If I lean this forward a little bit and hold on to the back and open it up, I can still access the minifigures inside without too much resistance. So it's just sitting on top of a curved road plate, and the road part itself is actually covered by the structure. So that is the haunted house. Okay, and just down the street from the haunted house are all of my verified occupied homes. All these homes have their red roofs on, so this is where people enjoy suburban life, and they're just working for a living, paying off their mortgages, and enjoying life in general. People out mowing their lawns, enjoying the nice day, whatever the case might be. And behind them we just have the monorail and the railroad track and some of the public services down the road there. Okay, and in this corner, to kind of wrap things up, is our public services that are still, they haven't really moved much. The emergency treatment center, the police station, the fire station, and of course over here we have the Octane gas station, so nothing too crazy or different over in this corner. Alright, you guys, that pretty much wraps up this LEGO City update. It's always changing, never done, so I appreciate your views and your comments, and let me know what you think if you like the changes, if you don't like them, whatever the case might be. I appreciate your feedback. A lot of feedback I get, I actually listen to and put in my city, and some takes a little bit longer than others. Some are kind of crazy, but I appreciate that anyway. But for the future, though, what Josh and I are going to do, and you're going to help me with this, right, buddy?
Yeah.
All right. We're actually going to make another bridge that goes right here across, or at least another bridge somewhere right there, to create some more access between this chasm. And this is a little ambitious. I don't really want to do this, but I think it's in the cards. I'm going to redo this entire area here and reconfigure this. It's going to be a pain, but I think I got some crazy ideas with it that I think we can make it a little bit better. So that's what we're thinking of anyway right now. So thanks for your help, Josh, as always. Thanks for your views there at home, and we'll catch you guys next time at the next update. See ya.